All right, back with another one on Don't Believe Me, Read It For Yourself. Don't send me your money, keep it for yourself. Kind of talked a little bit about it briefly on the shorter video for TikTok. What the litmus test I use for everything is the Bible, and if what I hear, regardless of what the topic is, corresponds or correlates with the Bible, then that's my litmus test to know there might be some truth behind it, and to maybe look into a little bit deeper. And that goes with anything really. And a lot of what you're going to say as a Christian, as a believer, is going to make people angry. Because it goes against what they're being taught, what they have been taught, and what's acceptable in the world. What's good is bad, bad is good. So John 15:18, if the world hates you, it hated me first. Galatians 4:16, have I become your enemy for speaking the truth? Mark 13:13, and you shall be hated by all men for my name's sake, but endure to the end, and you will be saved. So those three verses right there let me know that when we're speaking the truth, and as I've kind of witnessed so far on the very short time I've been speaking the truth, as said in the Bible, people can get offended very quick. You get accused of a lot of things. Being judgmental is one of them. And again, we don't judge by appearance; we just judge righteously. I talked to my friends who are on the fence, which we know belongs to Satan. Or the believers are they're atheists, agnostics, and a lot of what we say or a lot of what I say kind of upsets them because it goes against what their worldview is, or what they've been taught. So maybe not hate, but definitely some anger, and I could imagine definitely getting some hate from people that I don't know, but that's not a concern of mine. Because we have to endure to the end. Something else I want to talk about is, things we read in the Bible sometimes can correlate with what we're seeing now, both geopolitical and then also geographically, and astronomically. So there's another channel that I'll post a link to in. The gentleman does a good job at looking at scriptures, and then he and along with a lot of his viewers are looking at the the past pathways of the eclipse and some of the coincidences that they found in the geography of the United States. So the path where the 2017 eclipse and the 2024 eclipse will occur, kind of X marks the spot, if you will. It also forms in the United States, and I posted the picture. It forms kind of looks like an A cantered to the left a little bit, with the point of it facing towards California, and then the two kind of legs coming off the A towards the northeast and southwest or southeast. That also forms two Hebrew kind of characters, and they mean the Alpha and Omega. Close to the center of the X, there's towns called Alpha and the Omega. On the path, there's multiple cities named Nineveh, and call it the sign of Jonah. Somebody else kind of mentioned something cool, which is Matthew 12:39-41. Jesus is talking to some Pharisees, and he's saying how they're asking for a sign that he's God. And he's telling them that you're not going to see any signs. The only sign that you'll get is the sign of Jonah. And he's talking, and he says specifically that it's an adulterous and wicked generation. And I asked a friend who's agnostic about it, kind of on the fence, and he agreed. And I think most anybody would agree that based off what we see in music, industry, entertainment, just all around the world. Really, right now, violence, hate, discontent is spreading like wildfire, lack of better terms. So, in there could be, a wicked, an adulterous generation, talking about getting the sign of Jonah, and then from the link that I'll post down here, from channel Got a Minute, you should check it out. He has a lot of biblical references with a lot of historical events. So, yeah, Please don't believe me on anything I say. Read it for yourselves. Pray for discernment. Repent and believe. And don't send me your money. God bless you all.